Hi, everybody. This is Advocate Lucinda, your empowerment lawyer. Pro se, your goal in suing is to get justice. And I want to be able to help you. And I want to talk about getting lawyered up. Yes, pro se, getting lawyered up. Watch this, and I'll be back. So let's talk about getting lawyered up. And it has nothing to do with you hiring an attorney. The first thing you should do is count up the cost financially, emotionally, spiritually. If you lose at the trial court, are you ready to appeal? Because my position is that if a litigant is not willing to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court, they might want to just think twice about suing. And why do I say that? Because the system is not always fair. Decisions rendered by the court is not always just. But if a litigant believes in his or her case, they're prepared to take it all the way up, assuming that they have the finances. As many litigants, when they file the lawsuit, their intent is to go all the way. But life happens. So count up the cost. Know your facts. You should be able to repeat your facts with no problem. Know your facts. And keep this in mind. Facts don't care about your feelings. Keep that in mind. It's not your feelings, it's the facts. Because the facts are going to help the court to sort out whether you have proven that the defendant has violated a law. And that takes me to my next point. You need to be able to identify the law that supports your lawsuit or your claims. Listen, we're talking about getting lawyered up. Be prepared to read. As lawyers, we read a lot. You will be required, pro se, to do the same thing. Be prepared to research, research case law and interpret it. This is so critical because citing case law gives credence to your argument. In fact, some time ago, I uploaded a video where I talked about conducting research, and I put a link in that video, and I will put that link in this video and the link of the video that I did on conducting research so that you can know how to use the map. It's a map of all states where you can conduct research of events or case happenings in that particular state. You've got to be prepared to write. And it depends on what the document is. It could be lengthy writing, such as a motion to dismiss and a response to the defendant's motion for summary judgment. And there are non-dispositive motions that you'll have to respond to, and you may want to file a motion yourself. And here's the thing, the documents have to meet the procedural requirements. I'm not trying to scare you. You just need to get lawyered up. You need to start thinking like an attorney. Although you are not an attorney, remember, you are required to meet the standard that a licensed attorney is required to meet. Remember, there's no pass for the pro se. Can you get lawyered up? Be prepared to make oral presentations before the court on a motion, trial, conferences with the judge, communications between the pro se and defense counsel. You got to be brave, but you got to have confidence. And the pro ses who are successful, and there are successful pro ses because we know about some ourselves, but they were successful because they were prepared. You must be prepared to engage in discovery. And even as pro se, you don't propound discovery, and you should, even if it's minimum. I really encourage you to propound discovery on the defendant. But I can guarantee you that the defendant is going to propound discovery upon pro se, and it is going to be a whammy. You'll need to know the discovery rules so that your response can be properly presented. Because remember, through discovery, you're gathering information to help you make your case and to refute the defendant's defense and impeach witnesses. It's grueling, but be ready. Be prepared to meet deadlines. You have to be up on these deadlines because if you miss a deadline, your case could end up going into default. You should always know every next step you need to take in the process. And I am going to leave a link where you can download a sheet for federal litigation. What am I saying here? Get ready for what is likely to be the most difficult fight in your life, the most difficult thing you've done and will ever do. But don't forget, it's doable. But you've got to be prepared. You've got to prepare yourself. You've got to lawyer up. And let me say this, listen, I understand that life happens. I understand that sometimes we plan to do a thing and we actually start doing that thing, and then life happens and we have to take a step backwards. If that's ever happened to you, in fact, I know that it has happened because I've talked to some of you, but you had to do what you had to do because life happened. And so there was nothing left for you to do but to survive. And should that ever have happened to you, don't feel bad. Just keep living. You can be content knowing that you gave it all you had. I hope this has been helpful to you. And just do your best, okay? And I'm Advocate Lucinda. Until next time, take care.